Okay, I think it's day 26, 7:07 a.m. We just broke down our tent and everything. We're the last ones out of camp. That's usually how it goes, but that's okay. We slept in a bit. Since we haven't zeroed in a minute, we're getting like extra tired throughout the day and the night, so sleeping in's been a way to combat that. Whenever we get into Wrightwood, we're going to take a zero, which will be nice. So yeah, I mean, same thing as the past 25 days. We're living outside and we're walking long distances. All right, my headphones aren't plugged into my phone. They're just in my ear. The headphone mic doesn't really sound good because it like rubs on everything. So I'm listening to a podcast right now called Operation Midnight Climax, and it's about the MK Ultra project. Very interesting, very good. It's by iHeartRadio. My friend Steve actually recommended it to me, and it's been pretty cool. Just kind of how they implemented the use of drugs during the mind control warfare of the 50s. They were afraid that the Soviet Union had, and mainly communist countries in general, like the USSR and China at the time, had mind controlling drugs that could get American soldiers or captured operatives to talk about whatever was going on. So then, kind of similar to the space race, I guess, except this was the drug race, you could call it. So just how they developed LSD into a biochemical weapon and tried it out. So yeah, pretty interesting, would recommend. But taking a pause from the daily walking to just again say how beautiful this trail has been and how beautiful the experience has been. Gonna get a little cheesy with you, but just, I don't know, I've been waking up feeling like so thankful to be out here and just seeing beautiful scenery and getting to know beautiful people and hearing their stories and experiences and kind of what brought them out there, or out here rather. Everyone around us is fairly similar in age. Like mid 20s all the way to late 30s and in between. I just can't recommend it enough. I mean, you're just kind of your purest self out here. There's no hiding. You can't have any kind of ego because people can see through that bullshit, especially whenever like all you have to worry about is where your next water is or where you're gonna dig a hole to poop in. There's just no room and no reason to try to have a front up. And I think a lot of people that carry that in often end up quitting the trail. Like I said in an earlier video, there is 100% a social aspect to a through hike. And that's a general consensus, I think. Not everyone has that. If you're pushing like, big miles all the time, like high 20s, low 30s, you're not gonna have enough time to like stop and get to know people, or you might be stealth camping a lot more because you're hiking into the night. So I'm not speaking for everyone. Whenever I give any of these little tidbits, I'm just speaking for myself. But yeah, just getting a little ranty again. I tend to do that. But yeah, I'm having a great time. It's beautiful. The weather is not too hot just yet. Good views. Just really enjoying it out here. So that's it.
become less at the end of the day. Basically, like after.
Just as I was dreading getting back in the desert after the bridge that we hid underneath for lunch, as soon as we get to the top of a pass, there's a beautiful lake. I just don't know how they fit the lake out here in the desert. It was a very pleasant surprise. We can feel a nice cool breeze coming off the water. And I mean, it's a lot to look at. It's pretty nice. Every day, something new on this trail. So if you're thinking about doing it, you probably should pull the trigger next year and get out here because it's beautiful.
Cheese or without cheese?
Veggie supreme. It looks like red sauce.
Veggie.
This is fucking wild. Don't get it. It was like running behind.
And the gummies. There's like ranch in there and chicken.
Whoa, just fell. Hiking out of the picnic spot. We were late to the pizza, so we didn't get to swim in the lake. Hiking out with Jim behind me. He got a trail name, Bonus Miles. He's been leading the charge on all the on-trail town food, like the burgers and the pizza. So it's been pretty good, pretty fun. I'm way too full of bread and water right now, and apparently we're doing 8 more miles. It's 4:37, and definitely coming back to that lake whenever I'm not on a through hike.
With all the advantages and opportunities. Soldier. With all the advantages and opportunities.
No, we got.
Soldier. Soldier. With all the advantages. Soldier. Soldier. With all the advantages and opportunities. With all the advantages and